The key to becoming rich. The eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest. One of the easiest ways to become rich these days is using the amazing power of compound interest to our advantage. A good way to do this is investing in dividend-paying stocks, which are considered boring or slow by a lot of people, but these people are just wrong. Steady returns from these stocks, real passive income. How can anyone call this boring? Using these mature big companies that pay dividends to grow our portfolio feels amazing, because it's been proven to work time and time again. So what really is dividend income? How do we get started? Let's get into it. But before that, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to learn how to make daily income. You won't regret it. Publicly traded companies can use income in three ways. They can invest in R&D, research and development of new products or services, they can save their money, or it can pay their shareholders dividends. Think of dividends like interest for saving money. A 5% dividend yield means that the company will pay you $5 in dividends for each $100 in stocks, making this a great and reliable way to build up your wealth. When it comes to turning lifelong savings into a nice retirement salary, dividends are the way to go. Before you start investing in them, let's talk about their pros and cons. First, the companies can change dividend rates whenever they feel like. Big companies are usually the ones we should choose, as smaller companies are more likely to reinvest the revenue to grow their company. S&P 500 yields historically average between 3 to 5% throughout the 20th century, while companies nowadays seem to be increasingly cautious with their dividend payouts, lowering our dividend returns. One of the reasons is that dividend stocks really don't have any competition, since saving accounts have been really bad, and the bond yields with the current interest rates aren't good either. In recent decades, tech corporations have become major players in the market, and they usually prioritize in reinvesting most of their capital in expanding rapidly and developing new and better products. Despite these tendencies, dividends can easily multiply your stock portfolio. Reinvesting the dividends you get in even more stocks will increase your dividends, meaning you get even more to invest. So you will increase your gains even more, and then this keeps going. You will also be able to benefit from special treatment by the IRS, as dividends are taxed at a lower rate. Most US corporations pay using what are called qualified dividends, which are taxed at the lower rate after 60 days. Ordinary dividends, like REITs, are taxed as just regular income. IRAs and 401k don't even tax dividends until they're withdrawn. How can you evaluate these stocks? How do you know what's a good stock to invest in? One of the ways to evaluate is looking at the highest dividend yield, but this actually might be misleading. Imagine this: a stock is worth $100 and is paying a 5% yield, $5. While they were able to pay this number for a while, eventually their stock value plummets to $50 due to not having much capital. Now, their stock pays even more. They pay a yield of 10%, but this higher yield actually indicates the company is struggling, not thriving. So in this case, a company's board might have to reassess their dividend yields when the company is encountering these issues, as they can't afford to pay much, or else the company will just end up collapsing. You always have to ask yourself, is this company stable enough to pay the dividends they promise? Maybe even raise them? Dividend aristocrats are the thoroughbreds of income investing. companies are considered to be dividend aristocrats when they have increased annual dividend payments for a minimum of, you get this, 25 years in a row, demonstrating unimpeachable long-term stability. I honestly consider this to be the best and safest way to build long-term wealth. I will be making a separate video about them in the near future, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to know when the video comes out. That's it for the video. Please leave a comment saying what you learned, sharing some information, or giving some feedback. Good luck with your investments, and see you in the next video.